Hi there. Once again, I'm just back with a little bit of blabberings out there. To all the men out there, I'd like to tell this that we as girls are often judged upon how we look, how we have our eyes done, lips done, how good we are trying to maintain our physics or hair. It has been all along in my head that it is only the women who get judged in this way, and it has been there in my mind like forever. But in the past few months I just realized that that's actually just not the case. Some men do suffer the body insecurities quite horribly as well. For example, some men are really worried that maybe they are being too thin to be called manly. Some are really worried that they're uh, too huge to scare people off. Some are really worried that they are getting bald with all the hairs going falling here and there, and they cannot do much about it. Then there are these other people who are really, men who are really worried that if we are getting too much of beards in their on their faces or too less of them, and most of the cases they don't have much to do with it, like it's something very very core physiologically different in us individuals. Then there are these other men, they are actually very this is a little bit awkward, but they can be a bit worried about whether their body odors are being intolerable to their spouse, partners, or whatsoever. And all the talk very less about it, but they are actually concerned about it. And there are others who are actually hitting the gym, making muscles, and in the process they are living on protein shakes, and it's not an easy task. And Then there are others, who are suffering because they're having a belly. So plus sized women are judged often, but then again sometimes plus sized women are even appreciated. On the men's line, it's like plus sized men are very less appreciated, and I don't understand why. They definitely have things in them, as an individual to feel appreciated about. Then there are some other men, they can have, with age they can go through skin discoloration, and on these matters, most of the cases they are just too shy to just go and grab a foundation in case just they want to feel, a bit differently skin toned at certain times, because even then they may be judged to be girly, and that is, getting a skin product is nothing to do with being girly or not being girly. I would say so. There are just so many spectrums when they're judged. Some are judged for being too short. That's just something, completely not in their hands. Some are just even, told that they're too tall to just be a human. So this kind of judgments, I guess, it doesn't only come from outside. Even internally, men tend to judge themselves so strongly and so harshly. I guess it definitely has an impact on their internal mental health, and how they are just coping up with the world. Deep down there is a little bit of pain, I guess, built up there, which they are incapable of sharing. From that I do remember that some men are extremely sensitive. They may be prone to tears, they may be more emotional, and even that time they are often, called CC or things like that. So they're not capable of being expressive. On the other hand, if a man undergoes mood swings, which is a very common phenomenon in women, and with time it's gaining consciousness. But on the male's spectrum, if a man is just incapable getting a hold of his aggressions and get aggressive, they definitely regret it later. And to add on, just instead of getting some help, they would be definitely cut off and avoided for because they are just aggressive. And this kind of I guess definitely these are portions of judgment, definitely from the other spectrum as well. So it's body insecurities, or the differences in us physiologically, biologically, or even on the mental aspect. This kind of judgment, it's not only the women who are suffering it, it's also the men, the other half of our huge population. And I'd say that that's something sad, and that's also a reason why when we are going to work on appreciating others, appreciating ourselves, and promoting body positivity, or removing all those body insecurities, it's necessary that both the spectrum, or even the third spectrum of our population, should work together. And this is just some words that I just really felt from my heart, and I just shared it up. I guess some of you will agree with me, maybe some of you won't, but I guess even if someone is not just can be placed in a place which is known as the perfect beauty image, even in that position, I guess they are definitely having certain factors in them that at least one human, two human, five humans in this planet will find worth appreciating. And in that case, that individual should be appreciated for those things, and those individuals should tell themselves, so what, we are not being what we are supposed to be. Maybe we would be more acceptable if we had a huge beard or less beard, or thick eyebrows or thin eyebrows, I don't know, jawline faces or not, but nevertheless, whatever we have other factors in us that the world needs to appreciate. And if they are not appreciating it, doesn't matter. Appreciate yourself, boys, appreciate yourselves, girls, and appreciate yourselves on the other spectrums. Even the third genders, just appreciate yourself, because there is at least one factor in you which needs to be appreciated, at least one factor, and make sure you do that. It's necessary. That's all.